Yeah, so I don't shoot raw, and neither should you. This is not clickbait. I'm gonna share with you reasons why I don't shoot raw, and then hopefully by the end of this video you'll be convinced that you shouldn't also. Greetings, my YouTube family. Welcome back to my officially my first video of this year. So welcome to 2023. I know it's been a long time since I put out a new video, and apologies on my behalf. There's been a lot happening, raising a family, running my business. So some of you already know that my wife and I were blessed with a beautiful boy. It's been a beautiful experience, a blissful one, and it's been an honor and a blessing being a parent, being a father. I thank God for them so much. Yeah, so a lot have been happening and running my business and everything, and I couldn't stay away from you guys for too long, because I love talking, I love sharing. Hence the reason why I started this channel, to share my journey with you guys out there, so that some of the mistakes that I made, you guys won't make them. Yeah, so I share behind the scene videos, how I shoot, my process and everything. Yeah, so if that's something you are interested in, please definitely don't leave this video without subscribing, and hopefully when you are done with this video and you enjoy it, definitely hit the like button. So let's jump into this video. The reasons why I don't shoot raw: one, the file sizes are too big. Two, I'm not doing high-end retouching. I'm not a commercial photographer. Three, it's gonna eat up a lot of your RAM, and when you're editing Lightroom, because Lightroom is a memory hog, it's gonna like take out a lot of your RAM, your memory, when you are editing like raw images, because the file sizes are big. I do lots of weddings, so on a typical day, my team and I, we are producing let's say under like minimum 1,000 images, maximum 2,000 plus images. So if all of them are raw, so I'm currently shooting mainly on the Canon Eos R. This camera is a 32 megapixel camera, if I'm correct. So if one click of this bad boy right here, it's an amazing camera. I love this camera so much, but there's just one thing that I don't really enjoy about this camera, and this is it. I've just turned it on and see how many seconds is it gonna take before if it's fully boots up, before you can start shooting. Yeah, so but it's an amazing camera beyond all standards. So if I'm shooting on this camera and you're producing let's say 35 megabytes times 1,000 images, imagine how much space I'm gonna need for hard drives. And the city isn't doing so well against the dollar, so it means I'm gonna buy a lot of hard drives, and SSDs are so expensive nowadays. Yeah, so that's primarily one of the reasons why I don't shoot raw. It's going to end up eating a lot of your space. And when I'm shooting, my clients that I'm sharing my images to are going to see 2 megabytes, maximum 3 megabytes of a file that I'm going to share with them. So they don't need all of that, all the last space. So why would I be shooting raw? For me, for clients, no. So that's why I don't shoot raw. And then I'm not, unless you are a commercial photographer that you are shooting like high-end commercials that they're going to be used for billboards, for large buildings or large vans or anything. If that's what you're doing, feel free, shoot raw. But for what I do, I don't need all that megabytes to I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so that's why I end up not shooting raw. So when I'm shooting on the Canon Eos R, I'm shooting C raw most of the time. Back then when I was shooting a Canon 5D Mark III, it was an M raw or S raw that I was shooting on. But on this bad boy, I'm shooting S raw. I'm shooting C raw, as you can yes, you can see from the C raw plus JPEG. So the Canon Eos R has just one card slot. And my advice is that only use the best card for your cameras so that they don't fail you. I've used this the SanDisk for so many over 4 years now, because on my Eos RP and then currently on the R, this is the same card that I've used for so long, and then it hasn't failed me. It's a 170 megabytes write speed, and then it's a V30 card. Usually the V60 and the V90, those ones are very expensive. Yeah, so consider getting like this. They would help you. It hasn't failed me for almost like the 4 years that I've been shooting with it. So when I shoot RAW and then C-RAW and JPEG, usually when I'm shooting portraits, I don't do that with weddings. When I'm shooting portraits, I end up sending the JPEGs to my clients to select the pictures that their favorites for me to edit. That's the reason why I'm shooting RAW and C-RAW and then JPEG, and also as a form of backup also on my computer. And also when you're shooting RAW, let's say if you're producing, let's say 30 megabytes for on a wedding, and you're going to select or call your images using Lightroom, it's going to slow you down. It's going to, like, you are zooming in, selecting everything, skipping everything. It's going to slow your machine down unless you are using like a very high-end MacBook or high-end PC, and that you'll be good. But most of us do not have the high-end machine, so that's something to consider when you want to shoot RAW. So my major reasons is, if you're not shooting, if you're not a commercial photographer that your client requires all that space, and you're a wedding photographer just like me, why would you be shooting RAW? That's a question you should start thinking about. Yeah, so if you found this video useful, if you found value in this video, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe if you already haven't. It helps other people see this video and also find value from this video as well. I appreciate all of you for joining me back in 2023, joining me back in my first official video in 2023. I'm going to be making more videos for you guys. You know, I like to share my journey and everything with you, so look out for more videos. And then I'm looking forward to do this time around is sharing some BTS for my weddings, so that you guys can see my lighting. I've gotten some new gear and everything. You guys see how I pose my couples, how I use my continuous light, how like on a typical day, how it goes. Yeah. So until I come here again next time.